Hey everybody, this week we're going to be going over searching the web. It's something that most of us do every day, and we have a lot more choices now. So we're going to go over that, mainly concentrating on Google and ChatGPT for this week and next week. There's a discussion about mastering the art of searching the web, so I'd love for you to go on that discussion and talk about the way that you like to do your searching or any issues that you have, or maybe hints for the rest of the class, which would be great. And then there's some ways in this module about how to search the web and some kind of key takeaways. And then a lot of the rest of the module is video resources that you can watch about how to search the web and different strategies, reading web pages, and there's some web resources here as well and some search links. So a lot of information on Google search. And the following module is about using ChatGPT as a search tool, and we'll be going over that next week as well. But what I want to do in this video is just show you how I use Google. So go ahead and do some searches. One of my favorite things to do is just search for something like, a lot of times it's a restaurant. So like, let's say by me, there's a lot of popular restaurants. One is called the Black Trumpet. This is something I do all the time. If you just search for something, so if you go into it, you get to the website. But before you do that, if you find it on Google, it'll give you, there it is, like the times that it's open and things like that. So right here it says it's open till 9 o'clock. And sometimes they'll even have like a little graph of when it's busy. So let's try something else like Target. And you just scroll down, you can see all the different ones, and then I don't see the thing that shows the graph where it's busy or not, but sometimes it does that. So that's one way to use it. There's also search by voice or by image, or there's a little search thing to the right. So those are there. You don't have to type. You can also use the microphone. But one of the most common things that I like to do, so there's shopping. I love to do shopping, so Disney is one of my favorite things, so I might be like, or maybe Star Wars, lightsaber. It knows me. It's already coming up. So I can see like what's the latest Luke lightsabers. And so that's shopping. It gives you different places to look, compare prices. I love shopping. It's a whole separate thing, Google Shopping. News. You don't have to pay for news. You can, but one way to do it is just go type news, and you can see kind of the top news stories that are curated by Google there. Google Maps. I love Google Maps. So, there was that Target I was looking for. So it looks for that. But this is one of the things I love. So I like to go to Disneyland a lot. And you can look at a whole map of Disneyland. You can look at images, all kinds of information, and you can see like there's so much that Google curates now on just Google Maps. And you can share this or send it to your phone or bookmark that site. But the other one that I love to do is Google Earth if I want to see more. And let's go to Disneyland and Google Earth because it remembers that I looked at that. And it's much more interesting. So here's a 360 image of Disneyland. And when there's an arrow, I can kind of tap through and go to the next area. See if I can get it to do that. Maybe I can do it this way. So it should go to the next area. Oh, there we go. I can do it this way too. Like when there's a tag, I can go get information or go into that area. It's pretty awesome. So Google Maps or Google Earth is a whole different application with different views. You can look at imagery or street views where you can walk around. So let me go. There we go. This is the view I like. So now I can walk through Disney street view. You can use this to kind of look at new neighborhoods or things you're going to visit. And anywhere where there's a tag, you can get to that street view. So obviously in the middle of Disneyland is going to have a nice street view. And that's actually the view at night. Pretty awesome. So that's Google Earth. Let's go back to main google.com. Go into the search. Let's look for, let's try I'm feeling lucky or trendy. These are topics that are trending right now. That's called Google Trends. Go back to home, or just go back to, let's go back to Google. And we'll just search something. Okay, let's see. So let's search for, let's do some image stuff. Yoga moves. So up here's images. I love images, so you can do different things. So I typed yoga moves, and let's say I find something that I like to see. I can just click on the image, and then I can visit that site or share that site, and then there's all my yoga moves that I found through images. That's super. Well, I really like the site actually, because if you go to a yoga class, sometimes they say the words that are the yoga words, and sometimes they say the words in English. And so here you can see like what they mean. I love that. Images are super handy. So almost anything you want to do. So if I go back to this, or Star Wars toys, and I go to images, it's a lot easier to look at than the all button with all of this other stuff. Just go to images. So I use that all the time. There's videos. So whatever I typed for, these are some videos on that. News, maps, books even. You can search by books. There's more. And then there's this button called Tools. By the way, on the right side, you can see I have a plugin on my Chrome that gives me ChatGPT information when I search. So I'm also getting search information from ChatGPT. I love that. It's a little plugin called ChatGPT for Google. It's an extension that I installed. So the more gave me some other things that really don't apply for here. So again, there's probably more functions than you realize. So if I go back to images, I'm going to do this new thing. Let's go to this cute little guy and see if I can, oh, nope, I didn't get there. I want to see search by image. So drag an image here to upload a file. So let's drag an image. Okay, and then I can find out more about this image. Visual matches, so I can see where to get this helmet, which is Darth Vader, about this image. So anything about this image, it can tell me about using images. So Google Image is kind of a newer thing. So maybe you want a recipe. So let's do something fun. Maybe tandoori chicken. Something that I love. So I see these images. So maybe if I go to image and drag this in here, and then it'll start getting information about tandoori chicken. So products, matches, about this image. So I'm going to get different kinds of recipes. Add to your search. So recipe. Oh, I saw it right in the beginning. Recipe. I can get a video. I can get restaurants. No matches. That's not right. There. Okay, there's something wrong there. That's really weird. I did get the recipes here from searching from the image, so I can click on any of those and get right to a recipe. So that's pretty great. Sometimes you don't know what something is, so maybe it's in another language. Let me get out of here. So let me put like a remote with, this happened to me in real life, where I couldn't understand something, this remote. So if I clicked on image and I drag that remote, of course now it's covering it up, so that's not going to help. Let me move this image over here and see if I can do it now. So I should be able to translate that. Japanese, English. So let's see if it can do it. Oh, so yeah, it's very blurry, but it is translating it. I need a better image to do, so let's try this one. That's not as blurry. Put it here and translate. So it's still pretty blurry, but so that's Google Image. You can ask questions about any image that you find. That you can drag them and then put them in the search box and do Google Image. I like it better on my phone. Like if I'm somewhere and I want to understand like what kind of plant or tree something is, something where I'm running around and I need to know something. So go back here. I am just... All right, let me just start a new search here. Google. Let me go to search for maybe, I'll try one more thing. Let's see, I got maps. I know. Okay, let's see if I I'm trying to get to their main site again. Okay, there we go. The one I didn't mention was forums, so you can chat in different areas. So yeah, web maps and books. It's pretty awesome. So it is cherry blossom season when I'm recording this video right now, and it gives you, if you just click on the Google logo, it always changes, and it starts, this is amazing. There's cherry blossoms all over my page. I'm getting ChatGPT stuff about cherry blossoms and all kinds of searches. So that's Google Search. What is new is, and we'll go over this next week too, ChatGPT. I can search things in here too, and there's choices. I'm going to go to For Omni, and it will search the web. So this is search the web. If I select that, it'll just automatically do that. So I can look at some of the same things. Let's look at, again, lightsaber. And it'll search the web all about lightsabers. So I tend to do this more now than using Google Search, because look, it gives you beautiful images. It gives you the information of what you want in an easier way to read. It gives you the citations and the sources. You can copy it. You can do it with a different model. You can do some research on it. You can edit this. You can read it, have it read aloud, copy the answer. I just like it a lot better. So we'll be going more over ChatGPT searching, but that's the way most people are now doing searching. And one more step, they'll use audio like this. Hey ChatGPT, I want to know about lightsabers. What can you tell me about them?
Lightsabers are iconic weapons from the Star Wars universe. They're essentially plasma blades powered by kyber crystals, often wielded by Jedi and Sith. They come in various colors, typically indicating the wielder's alignment and role. Lightsabers are known for their distinctive hum and the ability to cut through almost anything. They're a significant part of Star Wars lore, representing the struggle between the light and dark sides of the Force.
So, you can just do this with your phone or your computer. Just talk to Google, and they all have different choices for types of voices. You can use Perplexity, you can use Claude, you can use Grok, you can use ChatGPT, but you can do this in a conversational mode, which is a lot more natural. So searching is changing really quickly, and I'm glad you're in this class to keep up with that and find out about what's going on. Thanks for being here.